Every time you mindlessly scroll, you drift further away from yourself. Take a look at a day in your life. You open your eyes, grab your phone. Bathroom break, phone in hand. Breakfast, scroll while chewing. Work 15 minutes, scroll again. Get home, scroll. Before bed, still scrolling. And then you ask yourself, why do I feel empty, tired, unfocused, irritable, easily down? Not because you're weak, but because you've fed your brain too much junk with no space to breathe. Social media isn't evil. You're not wrong for wanting to relax, connect, or stay updated. The danger is this: it's engineered to keep you there. The algorithm doesn't need you happy. It just needs you to stay. Stay for one more video. Stay to consume another drama. Stay to compare yourself to a stranger and quietly feel less than. You once had dreams. Write a book, learn English, build fitness, start a business. But instead of 30 minutes of deep focus, you give 3 hours to watching someone else's life. You're not lazy. You're trapped in an invisible loop, and you don't even realize you're in it. The more you scroll, the more you lose the ability to focus deeply, lose life-driving motivation, unconsciously compare yourself to unreal standards, and worst, lose connection with who you really are. You stop hearing your inner voice. You stop feeling genuinely alive. You become consumption, consuming news, images, gloss, emotions, without knowing what you're actually living for. Quitting the scroll isn't abandoning connection, it's returning to presence. Returning to a meal without notification sounds, a full conversation, a quiet page of a book, an afternoon walk with no camera. Sleep undisturbed by blue light. You won't die if you skip social media one evening, but you will slowly lose yourself if you keep scrolling with no pause. Think you don't have time? No, you're just letting time leak away in endless swipes. 1 hour a day of mindless scrolling is 365 hours a year. That's 15 days gone with nothing meaningful to show for it. So try this. One day, no social media. One evening, put the phone away, sit quietly with yourself. You'll realize, 1, you don't need as much as you thought you did. 2, you can still live well without knowing what others wore, ate, or where they went today. And 3, most importantly, you'll find yourself again, original, real, whole. If you find this video helpful, please do me a few small but powerful favors. Like, subscribe, and share. Your support lets me keep delivering value. Are you looking to reach genuinely interested customers, increase brand awareness, and drive conversions? Partner with Ahai TV for video advertising starting at just $10. Reach attentive prospects, boost your brand's credibility, track results transparently, and choose from flexible formats. Fast to launch and cost-effective. Contact Ahai TV now to secure the best placement.
Social media, the thing that makes you feel inadequate without you knowing why. Have you ever felt not good enough, not attractive enough, not successful enough, not busy enough like everyone else? If you answered yes, you're not alone. Millions of people are comparing their real selves to a carefully curated virtual world. On social media, everyone shines. They post their best moments, biggest wins, happiest days. They don't post the failures, the exhaustion, the loneliness, the times they fell apart. You see a girl traveling the world, but you don't know she's deep in credit card debt. You see a guy flaunting a $1 million startup, but you don't know he's battling a mental crisis. You see friends checking in at fancy dinners, yet that might be the only meal they eat out all month. Then you go back to your own life, a normal room, pressure at work, just getting by income, and you start feeling like a failure. You're not failing. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. The most dangerous thing about social media isn't the content. It's the feeling, I'm not enough, even when you're living with decency. That feeling makes you hesitate to start something new because you're afraid of losing to others. Hold back your true self for fear of judgment. Constantly feel behind, even though there's no real race. You get sucked into the comparison loop, and the more you scroll, the smaller, dimmer, more useless you feel. Not because you are, but because the algorithm feeds you what makes you doubt yourself. So what's the solution? Not deleting the app, not vanishing from the digital world, but learning to return to your real value and using social media with intention. Limit your scrolling time each day. Follow content that nourishes you, not content that triggers envy or hurts your self-worth. And most importantly, don't let social media standards define your life's value. You don't need to go to Bali, wear designer labels, or rack up 100K likes to feel worthy. You've been enough since the moment you chose meaning, responsibility, and authenticity. Every time you stop scrolling, you choose to listen to yourself. Accept your imperfect self. Give yourself the space to grow on your own terms without comparison. If you find this video helpful, please do me a few small but powerful favors. Like, subscribe, and share. Your support lets me keep delivering value. Are you looking to reach genuinely interested customers, increase brand awareness, and drive conversions? Partner with AHY TV for video advertising starting at just $10. Reach attentive prospects, boost your brand's credibility, track results transparently, and choose from flexible formats. Fast to launch and cost-effective. Contact AHY TV now to secure the best placement.
Want to stop mindless scrolling? Don't fight it. Replace it. You may have tried deleting the app, turning off notifications, setting screen limits, telling yourself, I won't scroll anymore. And then what happens? You pick up your phone again, log in, swipe up, swipe down, and feel disappointed in yourself. Here is the truth. You can't quit social media with willpower alone. You have to shift your environment, your habits, and your emotional state by replacing, not just resisting. 1. Don't force yourself to stop. Replace the behavior. You can't say no to the phone if you don't have something else to do with your hands or heart. So instead of only forbidding, put something in its place. Free hands? Grab a book instead of the feed. Before bed? Play a podcast or calming music instead of TikTok. Feeling low? Journal your thoughts instead of watching others' highlight reels. Stressed? Take a 10-minute walk instead of doom-scrolling bad news. Your brain isn't craving nothing. It wants a different kind of reward. Give it one. 2. Shift from passive consumption to active creation. Instead of being a passive content consumer, ask, what value can I bring here? Write an honest post. Make a helpful, short video. Connect genuinely with people who inspire you. When you become the creator, the algorithm no longer drags you. You steer the platform, not the other way around. 3. Carve out white space daily. Build at least 2 30-minute pockets in your day with no screens. Could be early morning or before sleep. This is prime time to reconnect with yourself. Let your mind breathe, to think deeply, feel honestly, and live deliberately. 4. Pause and ask before you scroll, what am I avoiding? A lot of scrolling isn't about need, it's about escape. Escaping uncomfortable emotions, escaping loneliness, escaping unresolved responsibility, escaping the fear of facing yourself. Once you name what you're hiding from, you can begin to untangle it instead of burying it. 5. Reward yourself for choosing differently. Each time you pick up a book instead of the feed, acknowledge it. Each time you write instead of watch, give yourself a quiet nod. Every successful pause teaches your brain, I have agency. Quitting social media isn't about punishment or deprivation, it's a return to agency, presence, and truth. You don't need to disappear from the digital world. You just need to show up more in your own life. If you find this video helpful, please do me a few small but powerful favors. Like, subscribe, and share. Your support lets me keep delivering value. Are you looking to reach genuinely interested customers, increase brand awareness, and drive conversions? Partner with HATV for video advertising starting at just $10. Reach attentive prospects, boost your brand's credibility, track results transparently, and choose from flexible formats. Fast to launch and cost-effective. Contact HATV now to secure the best placement. Social media isn't bad if you use it to create value instead of draining yourself. Most people use social media to kill time, mindlessly entertain themselves, compare their life to others. After 1 to 2 hours of scrolling, they end up tired, guilty, and unfocused. But there's a small group, very small, using social media as a tool to learn new things, build real connections, grow their personal brand, monetize their time online. You can be one of them if you shift your approach. Instead of asking, what should I watch for fun today? Ask, what can I learn from social media today? What can I share that helps someone else? Who can I follow to become better instead of feeling inferior? Social media becomes an asset when you actively curate what you consume. Unfollow what makes you compare, feel negative, or lose motivation. Follow people who are genuine, thoughtful, and positively inspiring. Create instead of just consume. You don't need to be an influencer. Simply sharing your perspective, experience, or knowledge is already creating value. Learn purposeful skills. There are thousands of short videos on investing, languages, critical thinking, personal growth. Instead of watching 20 shallow clips, watch one that actually moves you forward. Leverage social media to expand opportunity. Connect with people who are better than you. Find communities in your field. Post work that demonstrates your capability, not to flex, but so the right people see it. When you use social media intentionally, it stops draining you and becomes the platform for your growth. You don't have to isolate yourself from the digital world. Just don't disappear into the noise. You may have spent hours watching other people's lives. Now use that time to build your own. No need to go viral. No need to be famous. Just make sure every time you log on, you leave with something positive instead of emptiness. Don't let social media spend you. Make it a tool and you the operator. When you shift from the scroller to the creator, from consumer to developer, you don't just save time, you generate value. And that value is what leads you to freedom. If you find this video helpful, please do me a few small but powerful favors. Like, subscribe, and share. Your support lets me keep delivering value. Are you looking to reach genuinely interested customers, increase brand awareness, and drive conversions? Partner with AHY TV for video advertising starting at just $10. Reach attentive prospects, boost your brand's credibility, track results transparently, and choose from flexible formats. Fast to launch and cost-effective. Contact AHY TV now to secure the best placement.
Digital minimalism, being present in life instead of just existing behind a screen. We live in a peculiar era where you can connect with hundreds of people at once, yet still feel lonely. Where you can know what's happening in the whole world, but fail to understand yourself. We're overloaded, not because of work, but because of information. Every day you scroll through hundreds of stories, thousands of images, a barrage of emotions, but when you turn off the phone, you're left with one thing: an empty mind. No white space to listen, no room to feel, just a tired, confused self who constantly senses not enough. That's when you need to pause, not to disappear, but to live more intentionally. Be selective about what you watch, selective about who you follow, selective about the time you give to social media and the time you give to yourself. Digital minimalism doesn't mean rejecting technology, it simply means not letting yourself be driven, not letting notifications hijack your emotions, not letting life be measured by engagement counts. Ask yourself, when was the last time you ate a meal without a phone in hand? When was the last time you truly listened to a loved one's words? When was the last time you sat quietly alone without reflexively opening an app? Real life isn't in the screen. It's in the gaze of the person across from you. It's in deep, uninterrupted sleep. It's in a book read slowly. It's in laughter that isn't broken by a notification buzz. You don't have to delete social media. Just learn to turn it off when you should be present. You don't need constant updates. Just learn to quiet down enough to hear your own voice. Because sometimes what you need isn't another story or headline. It's a moment of silence, a deep pause, a still seat. We don't have to live loud to be seen. We just need to live deeply enough to know we're truly alive. If you've read this far, maybe you're ready. Ready to scroll less, watch less, react less, and start living like a real human in a virtual world. If you find this video helpful, please do me a few small but powerful favors. Like, subscribe, and share. Your support lets me keep delivering value. Are you looking to reach genuinely interested customers, increase brand awareness, and drive conversions? Partner with AHY TV for video advertising starting at just $10. Reach attentive prospects, boost your brand's credibility, track results transparently, and choose from flexible formats. Fast to launch and cost-effective. Contact AHY TV now to secure the best placement.